Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Intellectual Saviors of Wrestling with your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. And this is it, the SummerSlam 2016 review. A long 4-hour show, longer if you counted the pre-show. And we're going to be perfectly honest with this one.
Yeah, and we're going to warn you right now, it ain't pretty.
No, in any sense of the word.
Right, and we're not just talking about the main event either. Right, let's get the pre-show out of the way then.
What we saw of it.
Right, the first match we had the 12-man tag match of American Alpha, the Hype Bros, and the Usos versus Breezango, the Ascension, and the Vaudevillains.
Yeah, essentially this was a rerun of the one they did on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Nothing really different happened. It's a very similar match.
No. Obviously you had the inevitable all 12 men brawling in the ring.
Yeah, a lot of people jumping over the top rope.
Yep. People taking out their own partners as well.
That happened a lot.
So towards the end of the match, I'm trying to remember now, I think, was it Simon Gotch? Or... Yeah. He got hit with the running spear into the corner by Jason Jordan. And he tagged in Chad Gable. They hit their finishing maneuver on him.
Grand amplitude.
Yeah. But then at the same time, Jay Uso had already tagged Chad, and he hit the splash from the top rope and snuck the victory.
Yeah.
And it ended a bit hostily. Start off with American Alpha was sort of like looking at him going, what the hell are you playing?
You stopped, why'd you steal the win? We had that one.
Yeah. But it all sort of ended amicably in the end. So yeah. Then the second match from the pre-show. Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville. Yes, he has got a first name.
That's true.
Facing off against the Dudley Boys.
Yeah. This was the only match of the pre-show I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Because, like I said in the prediction, both Sami Zayn and Neville deserve better than a throwaway tag match on the pre-show.
Yeah.
And it was alright. They did what they could with it.
Yeah, went backwards and forwards a few times and that, but I think was it Bubba? Yeah, he got hit with a haluva kick.
Yeah, right near the end of the match, Bubba, miscommunication, accidentally clotheslined his own partner, knocked him out the ring.
That's right.
And upon seeing it and going, oh God, what have I done? Look round, straight boot, straight to the face.
Yeah, and then he tagged in Neville, and Neville hit the red arrow.
Yep, a good win for a makeshift tag team.
So yeah, the final match of the pre-show. We're going to be brutally honest here. We didn't watch it. We weren't really interested in this. The first match of a 7-match series, so pretty irrelevant at this point in time who wins it. You had Sheamus facing off against Cesaro. All I can tell you is Sheamus won.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be doing it 7 times, so we're not exactly going to miss it by not watching 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Or 4.
Yeah, I'm sure a good portion of them will be on Raw, so we'll pay a bit more attention when they're on Raw.
They'll probably do one at Clash of Champions.
Oh, yeah. We've got 2 pay-per-views next month. We've got Backlash, the SmackDown pay-per-view, and as you just said, we got Clash of Champions.
Yep, no longer Night of Champions. It's Clash of Champions.
Yes. Right, moving on to the main show.
Yes.
We opened up with Enzo and Big Cass facing off against Jericho.
Yeah.
Enzo and Cass came out first, doing their usual intro and promos. I don't know. I wasn't too much into the promo this week because it was so heavily based on New York.
Yeah, there was
Brooklyn.
A lot of song references in there.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it was a reference to a Big E.
Even Jay-Z got a mention.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because Cass said we've got 99 problems and you ain't one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens came out. Yeah, it was a decent match. Some good comical moments from Jericho and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
We had one moment where Kevin Owens was about to go for the cannonball, and he shot out at Chris and blew him a kiss.
Yeah, that was pretty hilarious. It's like, it could work as a comedy duo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's being portrayed as a bromance, I think.
Yeah. I think that's the line they're going with this one.
Well, unfortunately for Enzo and Big Cass, it didn't go their way on the night.
No, rather harsh ending for Enzo Amore in this match. Kevin Owens went to set him up for the pop-up powerbomb, lifted him up in the air, and then as he was falling down, he got hit with a code breaker.
Yeah, it looked like he really caught one of Jericho's knees.
Yeah,
It wasn't pretty.
and that was all she wrote. And then we had their continued bromance up the ramp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think didn't they utter to one another, "I love you"?
Yeah, Kevin Owens said, "I love you, man." Jericho went, "I love you too." I mean, I'm not exactly sure what it does for either team going forward.
No.
Because, I mean, Jericho is not a long-term thing, let's be honest here.
Like, may last a little bit longer than Y2AJ, but yeah.
But yeah, so that's how that one ended.
Yeah.
Now our first title match of the evening.
Yeah. We had the WWE Women's Championship match between champion Sasha Banks and Charlotte.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's got a lot of history, this match.
Oh, yeah, stretching all the way back to NXT.
Yeah. Of course, as well, it was an even playing field this time round because Dana Brooke was barred from ringside. So it should be a showcase for both women to showcase what they can do in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually really enjoying this match as it was going on.
Yeah. I think it has to be noted, though, there was one botch moment where I don't know exactly what happened, but I think Charlotte was on the middle rope, and I think she was sort of like trying to go for a
It looked like a sidewalk
slam. And yeah, I don't know what happened because it didn't look as if she slipped or anything, but she just dropped Sasha and she pretty much landed on her neck.
Yeah, it was a very. As soon as we saw it, we were like, "Yeah, that's not right." It sort of looked like she accidentally dropped her.
Yeah.
Someone commented that the rope may have been slippery, but it wasn't a slip off the rope. She just actually dropped her.
Yeah. Yes, I don't know whether she lost her grip on Sasha or something. I don't know, but yeah, it definitely wasn't a rope slip though.
I mean, immediately after it happened, you could see Charlotte go, "Oh, fuck." Wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
And after that, all throughout the match, Sasha just looked... Well, she didn't look right. She was holding her back, holding her neck.
Yeah, you could clearly see that it had affected her, and yeah, lots of backwards and forwards moments between the two. I mean, Sasha put in the bank statement once or twice, and Charlotte tried to go for the figure 8 leg lock a couple of times.
Yeah.
But yeah, Much to our shock, though, Charlotte picked up the victory.
Yeah, this was surprising because the rumor was that she was taking time off after this match.
Yeah.
So we all naturally assumed, oh, okay, she's not getting the belt back.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if this was planned or not. Maybe it was changed on the fly.
Yeah.
But after Sasha's injury, we all questioned whether maybe it was changed mid-match.
Yeah. You sort of got that feeling. And it begs to ask the question. Sasha's had the biggest pop and been the most popular women wrestler in a long time, and you give her the title and you let her have it for 3 weeks.
This was a very confusing decision, and a lot of the crowd were confused as well.
Yeah, I mean, literally, when you heard the pinfall, there was literally no reaction whatsoever. This whole crowd just sort of like looked with an amazed face.
Well, it made no sense in the grand scheme of things.
No, I mean, there's been a couple of rumours going around since SummerSlam's finished. One of the rumours is Sasha's due to get suspended today for the wellness policy.
Oh, God. Damn wellness policy. And there was a rumour that Bayley has been told to stay on. So we might be seeing the debut of her on Raw.
Yep. And then there's also another rumour saying about she's been carrying a few niggling injuries and she needs a bit of time off to recover from these injuries. So, yeah, I suppose time will tell.
We'll have to wait and see. Next. Well, really? They gave it that long?
Oh. We've got the WWE Intercontinental Championship match between The Miz and Apollo Crews.
Yes, it's a championship match that has had very little build-up.
Yeah.
And, well, they clearly didn't really take it very seriously, as it's only gone on for 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah. To be honest, it wasn't really a good match at all.
No, it sort of plodded along.
Yeah, and I'll say, I know you have your heels and your faces, and it's not always going to go in your favour. But then again, at the same time, we did call it on the preview show. Unfortunately, The Miz ended up picking up the victory of the skull crushing finale.
Yes, with another assist from Maurice.
Yeah,
Much going back to his failed WWE title run, it seems.
Jesus Christ,
It's
that
another
was painful.
Another one of Miz's title runs where he can't win on his own.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he's closing in on 200 days as the Intercontinental Champion.
That's depressing.
Yeah, and it just...
So, no, it went on for a very short amount of time. Crowd wasn't really interested. And to be honest, we weren't really interested.
No. Yeah. Right, hey, here's a match we all got into. We had the phenomenal one, AJ Styles,
You want none?
facing off against the face that runs the place, John Cena.
Yes, and this was easily, and I hate saying anything nice about Cena, but it was easily match of the night.
Yeah, easily, without a doubt. And I think it's worth noting as well, I think it might have possibly been before the Intercontinental title match, but we did have a little segment backstage with Dr. Gallows and Dr. Anderson. They were lining up the jars, saying that they need more test subjects for ring postitis, and then AJ made an appearance, and they had a bit of a reminiscent moment, and that done the old Bullet Club signature and that, and got that old famous line, "Beat up John Cena."
And Finn Balor turned up.
Yeah. And then they sort of, come on, bring it in, man, bring it in, man. And he saw it, looked at him, smiled, and then he walked off. So who knows? Hopefully, teasing Balor and the Doctors getting together.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be the Balor Club instead.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Don't know. But back to the only 5-star match of the evening.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Yeah, no, well, class 5-star match.
Yeah, I mean, it was back and forth. They were all busting out moves. Cena even put out a few new moves.
Yeah. He brought out a few, didn't he?
I mean, we said that they were saving moves for this match, and well, you could tell.
Yeah, you had a Styles clash and a AA chucked in there, which both were kicked out of. And then, well and truly, the moment where I thought, "Ah, crap, this is over now." Cena hit a top rope AA on AJ Styles, and I just thought, "Ah, crap, that's it." Styles is getting buried.
Well, no, credit to him, he kicked out.
Yeah, and then Cena almost got in a bit of a trance. He was just absolutely bemused that he kicked out of it.
Well, that is essentially his ultimate move. Not many people have kicked out of it. I think Styles is probably only the second. He's put away a lot of people with that move. But no, he went for another AA, which got reversed into a Styles clash for the second time.
Yep, and then he didn't go for the cover straight away, and he went to the outside, and then he hit the phenomenal forearm on him.
Yep.
And picked up the victory.
A big win for AJ. Big win. Because let's be honest here, it's a clean win. No interference, no outside help. Cena's got no excuses.
Yeah, and also essentially he's won the rivalry as well.
Yeah. This was the decider. We're building it up as that.
So yeah, and then Cena was in the ring afterwards for a few moments there, and he took off one of his armbands or whatever you want to call them, the Never Give Up one, and he left it in the ring.
Yeah.
And he sort of walked off a bit bemused.
Yeah, there's a strange scene. The final shot was just that armband in the ring.
Yeah.
Reminiscent of Austin's beer cans in the ring.
Yeah.
When he left.
Yeah, so I think it's safe to say John's probably disappearing off of television for a little while now.
No, if you only see one match at SummerSlam, make it this one.
Yeah. It was a really good match. Really, really good.
Because there's very few 5-star matches this year, but that's one of them.
Yeah. Right. Another title match now. We had the WWE Tag Team Championship match between the New Day, joined by Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
He was a honorary member for the night, filling in for Big E.
Yeah.
And of course they were facing off against the Doctors. Dr. Gallows and Dr. Anderson.
And they even brought out another little jar for Jon Stewart.
And I'll give him his juice. John looked at the jar and he was like, "Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's about right." Yeah, obviously they were taunting him and that, and saying, "Look, you're gonna join your buddy Biggie. We need more test subjects."
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was an alright match, I suppose.
Yeah, it sort of really didn't properly pick up until right near the end, because Gallows and Anderson hit was Xavier.
Yeah.
With the magic.
The Magic Killer.
The Magic Killer.
Great name.
I struggle to keep up with all these crap names. Just like the Boot of Doom.
Well, you can't beat the Boot of Doom.
So yeah, and then surprisingly, Jon Stewart jumped in to the ring.
Oh.
And then it was just a couple of minutes of Gallows and Anderson just looking at him going, "What the hell are you doing?" Then they knocked his ass to the ground. And then they were about to get a test subject from Jon Stewart for
Ooh.
their research for ring postitis. But much to our surprise, Big E returned
Yeah.
for the save. And thus causing a disqualification. Gallows and Anderson picked up the victory, but the New Day are still the tag champs.
Yeah, I mean, with a DQ win, it looks like this feud's going to continue a little while.
No doubt going to Clash of Champions.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll build that up a bit better and we can have like a proper ending to the match.
Yeah.
Because I don't like DQ finishes.
No. That's a bit rubbish.
But it is what it was. It was a fun end to the match. And
yeah, and then we had everyone's favourite. Yeah, Big E gyrating, swinging those big hips of his.
And then Jon Stewart gyrating, swinging those non-existent hips.
So yeah. Right. Then here's where I think we've got to really start laying into the booking.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind we still had another 4 matches after this one. We had the WWE World Championship match next. Dean Ambrose against Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. This deserved to have been higher up on the card. I mean, this is their main title. Essentially, this is the one that's been going 50 plus years.
Hell of a lot higher.
And it's before the Divas tag team match.
The US title match.
Oh, man. It's terrible. Terrible booking.
Yeah. So, yeah. The match was fine. I don't think I'll go out on a limb and say, it was really good, really got into it and that.
It wasn't a 5-star match by any means. I mean, it was a good match, it was solid, but it just didn't really pick up at all.
No, and obviously the problem you had, like we discussed on the preview show, you always got in the back of your head, going to be a classic case of Dolph close but not close enough.
Yeah. And that was it. I mean, he hit the zigzag, Ambrose kicked out. He hit the super kick, Ambrose kicked out.
Yeah.
As soon as Ambrose hit his finisher, you knew that was it.
Yeah.
It was a very flat ending.
Yeah. I think Dolph went to go for like a suplex off the top rope or something, and then they both landed on their feet by the turnbuckle, and then Dean just hit him with the dirty deeds, and that was it.
Yeah, there wasn't really any build up to the finish. It just sort of happened.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to rank terribly high on the list of great WWE title matches.
No. And then, moving on to the next match, we did have the 6 women tag team match.
Yeah.
Despite Eva Marie being suspended. So, we had Naomi, Carmella, and Becky Lynch come out individually in that. Then Natalia and Alexa Bliss come out. And I swear they done this just to try and throw us off, but then Eva Marie's music hit, and then straight away you're thinking, what the hell? She's suspended. We know she's not coming out.
Yeah.
But, they kept going with it and that, and then we were sort of like waiting for it. We saw like, we know she's not coming out, and yes. Then we got another brilliant excuse for it. She's not going to Britain. She's having a vacation on the British Isles.
Yeah, apparently due to hostile and intimidating crowds.
Yeah. Yes, and
so we're all thinking, who's the mystery partner going to be? I said Tamina.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to think who else was mentioned as well. We did mention someone else. I mean, the person who it was, we did think of her, but then we thought, she's not going to be a heel, is she?
No.
But no, it was none other than the former Divas champion, Nikki Bella, making a long-awaited return after 10 months out.
This one threw us because we thought, oh, she's still injured.
Well, yeah, we weren't sure if she'd been cleared or not, and plus, she'd be on the heel team as well. When she departed, she was a face.
Yeah, makes sense.
Admittedly, they do change the Bellas, like the weather, between heel and faces.
It's true. But not as much as Big Show, but it has happened a lot.
So, yeah. The match was alright. I mean, obviously, it got a bit of a pop with the crowd inside the arena because of Nikki returning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an alright match.
Yeah, it was okay as even women's matches go.
Yeah, but Nikki ended up picking up the victory for her team, hitting Carmella with a new finisher.
Yeah.
I'm not quite 100% sure what it's called.
No, it sort of looked like a TKO.
Yeah.
The old Mark Mero move that he used to use.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as she lifted up, it was like, she can't do that finisher anymore. No, she's got a new one.
Yeah. So, yeah. Slightly remembering a few things. Got to point out as well, some really bad commentating on this event. Yet again, Michael Cole being an absolute tool,
as always,
and saying the wrong names. I mean, I think we had it a couple of times. Was it with Sasha when she had the bank statement?
Yeah, she called the bank statement the crossface
twice. yeah. It was bad enough when he messed up on Raw and Corey Graves had to bloomin' put him right.
Yes, he called the Blue Thunder Bomb the Michinoku driver.
Yeah.
And Corey Graves had to correct him.
You know, and it goes back to the point as well. How long's Michael Cole been in the company?
Too long.
Yeah, just wanted to quickly note that one whilst I remembered it. So, yeah. And then, again, very poor and weird booking. The next match we had was the WWE Universal Championship match.
Yeah, I had high hopes for this one. And I was curious to see what the belt was going to look like.
And boy, oh boy, were we disappointed.
It's very lazy.
Essentially, it's the same as the WWE World Championship. I think they've decided again this month to remove the heavyweight part.
Oh, what's the point? If we're not going to have a world heavyweight title, what's the point?
Yeah, and it's the same as the WWE Women's Championship, except the strap and all that's red.
Yeah. And it's got Universal Champ on the part where it normally says World Heavyweight Champ.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, like Sam said, really lazy and poor.
It's like, now they have 3 belts that look exactly the same. Where's the prestige? I mean, really?
Yeah.
There were some great designs going around for a Universal title. And they've just gone, nope, get an old belt, put a red strap on it.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, no. It was a decent match. You'd probably say not near touching it, but you could make a strong case that it was probably the second best match of the night.
Yeah.
Had Finn Balor, the Demon King, facing off against the guy, Seth Rollins.
Yeah. And this was another match. It was solid, brilliant. But again, it just kind of was a bit flat. Yeah,
and then was it this match as well? Sort of out of the blue, they just sort of like randomly went, oh yeah, just so you know, it's no DQ.
Yeah, about halfway through, they're like, oh yeah, but because it's a title match and there has to be a champion, there's no rope break, no DQ, and no count out.
Yeah, very, very strange.
And it was kind of like, you could have said this beforehand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a decent match, but well, we called it.
Yeah.
Seth ended up getting a few drop kicks into 3 of the corners of the ring.
He took a few of them.
Yeah. Well, one of them, he went head first into the turnbuckle.
Ouch.
And then he got hit with Sam's favourite finisher.
Oh, God.
The coup de grace.
He called it the Demon King, and his finisher is the coup de grace. How can you not see where this doesn't work?
And our new WWE Universal Champion is none other than Finn Balor.
Yeah, right decision in my opinion. It makes more sense that way, because if Seth's going to challenge for it again, makes it better him chasing it than holding it.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Uh-huh.
And here's where it starts proper going downhill. It's all downhill from here.
Yeah, it's not going to get any prettier, folks.
You can't say you didn't get warned here. We then had the WWE United States Championship match. Rusev versus Roman Reigns.
Yes, and what a confusing thing it was.
Yeah. Well, Rusev come out first. Then Roman come out and Rusev tried to get a cheap shot in on him. Started brawling outside and that. Continued brawling outside. Then Roman came back into it. Hit a few moves in on him and then chucked him over the ring bell area.
Yeah.
Possibly hit a couple more moves on him. And then it got decided that the match wasn't going ahead because Rusev was too hurt or some crap.
Yeah, after being thrown over the timekeeper's area and bouncing off an announce table and a ring post, and then being hit by a chair. The doctors called it off. Said, Rusev is unable to compete.
Yeah.
It's a very silly decision, which I'm still struggling to understand.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm thinking is that they were running out of time and they said, right, we haven't got enough time to do a full match, so we're just going to have a segment.
I don't know whether they didn't really ever plan on having Roman as the champion, but they didn't want him to lose. I don't know.
It's a strange decision. I mean,
Yeah.
At SummerSlam, you don't want these sort of shenanigans happening.
No, it was very poor booking. Very poor.
It's just like the US title was supposed to be prestigious. I know it ended with Rusev eating a very nasty looking spear.
Yeah.
Possibly having a broken rib. I think he did say to the referee, I think I broke my rib.
Yeah.
But it was a confusing end to a confusing segment, which does nothing for either wrestler.
No. Oh boy.
On to the main event. Really? That's short?
Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton.
Yes, the long-awaited match that was 14 years in the making.
Yeah. Where do we start with this one?
Well,
it has to be said, and I know we did discuss it a little bit whilst we were watching SummerSlam. It's starting to get a bit annoying with the style of wrestling they have Brock doing. I mean, all it is punches and shoulder tackles in the turnbuckle and suplexes and F5s.
yeah, they've taken this whole Suplex City thing too far. I think it's time for them to step back a tad. Because if you go back and watch his original run from 2002 to 2004, he can do so much more.
Yeah.
So much more.
Yeah. But then, again, touching on... I don't know if he really should have said anything, but touching on the Austin podcast when he had Ambrose on there and he discussed his match at WrestleMania with Brock, and he just basically said he wasn't interested in anything or any ideas I had for our match.
Yeah.
He was just sort of like, we're doing this. I don't care.
And looking back on it, you can kind of say, yeah, he's probably right, because that match sort of ended a bit, well, it kind of went nowhere. There was nothing for a hardcore match. And it ended with an F5 onto a couple of chairs. Great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you had a few moments in it. Obviously, the usual with Lesnar, suplexes and that.
Yeah, I think it went to about 7 or 8 suplexes.
Yeah. And then Randy got put through the SmackDown announcers table.
Yeah.
And then Randy hit a RKO out of nowhere on the Raw commentators table.
Which didn't break, much
No.
to my disappointment.
No. Yeah, and then here's where it got really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. For whatever reason, Lesnar just seemed really pissed off, and he took off his gloves and literally started laying into Randy's head. And you saw quite early on that he busted him open, and there was blood pouring out of his head.
This is the most blood I have seen in a WWE ring in a very long time.
Yeah, it was funny enough. I saw a post earlier on Facebook or Twitter of someone touching on that and saying that's the most blood they've seen in a match since the match between JBL and Eddie Guerrero.
Ooh, Judgment Day 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Eddie got caught with the wrong part of the chair, and he got, well.
Yeah. Then again, didn't JBL get busted wide open in that match?
Yeah.
As
Near the end, there was quite a few unprotected chair shots. JBL was bleeding too.
But yeah, I think it has to be said. I think Brock went off script with this.
Well, he just didn't stop.
No, and then very quickly on, the referee called in the medic and said, you got to come in here and look at Orton and that. And then sort of Lesnar stopped back for a few moments. Then he sort of pushed the ref out of the way and started beating on him more.
And it got a bit uncomfortable towards the end, because it was like, why is he still doing it?
Yeah, I mean, I think even a couple of times, even Heyman sort of like looked away, and he's just like, Jesus.
A lot of people are saying, oh, it's scripted, it's he bladed. But that is not a bladed cut.
Find the picture. Mick Foley shared it on his Facebook page. That is not a blade cut. That was a deep cut. He required 10 staples.
Oh. From watching it, the first thing I thought of was that he's gone off script. You've said about the possible suspensions. The only thing I can think of is that, right, he thought, I'm suspended, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think he might be on the money with that one. Maybe it's sort of like them getting around it, them doing nothing about his failed drugs test from his UFC fight. Maybe this is their way of punishing him or whatever, and sort of trying to falsely put the fans over. We don't let people get away with that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if they were going to suspend him and this match was already announced, this was announced in July before the UFC match.
Yeah.
They physically, they had to let him do it. They couldn't suspend him beforehand.
Yeah.
And I don't know, there's just so much about this match that doesn't make sense.
And then to make matters worse, although I have heard apparently this was all part of the plan, it got to a point where it was getting too out of hand, and not Mick Foley or Stephanie came down, Shane come down. And basically said to him, come on, Brock, that's enough, you've had your time with him or whatever, leave it. And then he tried getting to Orton to see if he was alright, and then Brock just walked in his way a few times. And then, I think even Heyman was slightly shocked and bewildered by it, but then Then Shane got hit with an F5.
Yeah. You say that was actually supposed to happen?
Apparently so. Reports of a couple of reports I've read this morning. That apparently that part was part of the script. Oh, and it must be noted as well, around the time of when Lesnar was beating down on bloodied Orton. Obviously, as you know, it's been heavily rumoured about an possible impending return of one Goldberg. When he was beaten down on Orton, you literally had the whole crowd chanting Goldberg.
They must have known the rumours.
But it never happened.
Yeah, it's a very strange ending to a very strange SummerSlam.
Yeah, and then to make it even worse, the referee awarded the match to Brock Lesnar. Technical knockout.
Yeah, what did you say? It's the first time it's ever happened?
Yeah, I think it's safe to say it is. I mean, you just could have said, Orton's unable to compete, no result or whatever.
It was a weird ending.
Very weird. Very, very weird. And it went down terribly with the fans in attendance.
Oh, yeah, they were booing, chanting bullshit.
Yeah, and it didn't get any easier when it went off the air, apparently, as well. They were still there booing for a few minutes afterwards. But yeah, overall, I think it's got to be said, it was a poor SummerSlam.
Yeah, I mean, out of all of it, you'd say one decent match. Well, yeah, one 5-star match and one decent match, and the rest just sort of happened.
Yeah, has to be said. Yeah,
and I'm fully expecting there to be some sort of repercussion for Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
because that is just not right.
No, I mean, we'll wait and see what happens the next day or two. But apparently, there's rumours circulating around that there's potentially going to be a few suspensions being handed out today.
Yeah.
So, we'll wait and see what happens.
In SummerSlam terms, it was a very poor SummerSlam.
Yeah. Well, I felt slightly robbed. Spending all that time to stay up and watching that and sort of, that's the product they gave us.
Yeah. Needs work, I'm afraid.
Yeah. So let's hope Backlash is going to be better. SmackDown brings it back in for us with a decent pay-per-view.
If you agree, we'd love to hear your opinions. Leave your comments in the comment section below. We'll get back to you.
Yep.
Right. I think that about wraps it up. If you've listened to us for 43 minutes, well done. From your hosts, the master of the brain damage,
I've been Martin,
and the one and only Sam H. We will see you again on the next one. See you later.